Hello student, welcome in standard 9, subject science and technology part 2. Student, we are discussing about topic number 6, classification of plants. In that, today we have discussed about subunits like division 2nd Bryophyta, division 3rd Pteridophyta and phanerogams and their characteristic with suitable examples. So student, after starting today's fresh point, let's revise previous points again. Students, in last video, we are started this topic with introduction. In the introduction, we are study about the classification of living organism, that is prokaryote and eukaryote. In that, different five kingdom system are represented by scientist Whitaker, that is kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Fungi and kingdom Animalia. So huge amount of varieties are present around Earth. It is plant and kingdom Plantae discuss in this topic. Let's discuss also about the definition of plants, that is it is autotrophic living organism and eukaryotic cell and plant cell having chlorophyll pigment. After that we studied basis of classification. Different criteria are used for classification of plants like presence or absence of organs, presence of separate conducting tissue or conduction system of water and food. Also the seeds, present and absent of seed, present and absent of flower and fruit, seed are enclosed or open. These kind of different criteria can be used for classification of plant. After that we have to study about cryptogams. Generally cryptogams divided into three groups, that is division first Thallophyta, division second Bryophyta and division third Pteridophyta. In that we discuss about the characteristic of Thallophyta with suitable example like Spirogyra. Okay student, this is the previous points of the video. So let's discuss the fresh new point, division second Bryophyta. Students may have seen a lush green soft carpet on old wall, bricks and rocks in the rainy season. Scrape it gently with small ruler and observe it under microscope and see under a magnifying lens and discuss. Okay, this type of plants are included in bryophytes. This group of plant is called amphibians of the plant kingdom because they grow in a moist soil but need water for the reproduction. So hence it is known as amphibians. These plants are thalloid, multicellular and autotrophic. They reproduce by spore formation. The structure of plant body of bryophyte is flat, ribbon-like, long, without true roots, stem and leaves. Instead, they have stem-like or leaf-like part and root-like rhizoid. They do not have a specific tissue for conduction of food and water. Example in this group are moss, Phaneroia, Marcasia, Anthroceros and Rixia. So student, let's discuss these properties in detail. Okay, this group of plant is known as amphibian because they are live in moist soil and it also need to reproduction for water. तर विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, ह्या वनस्पतीच्या गटाला उभयचर म्हणतात कारण ते ओलसर जागी राहतात परंतु त्यांना रिप्रोडक्शनसाठी प्रजननासाठी पाण्याची सुद्धा आवश्यकता असते. आता याचं जर बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर आपण बघितलं तर थॅलॉइड म्हणजे लांब धाग्यासारखा एक भाग असतो. मल्टीसेल्युलर असतात, अनेक पेशी असतात आणि ऑटोट्रॉफिक असतात. दे रिप्रोड्यूस बाय स्पोर फॉर्मेशन. यांचं जे रिप्रोडक्शन होतं ते स्पोर फॉर्मेशननी होतं. स्पोर म्हणजे लहान लहान स्पोर्स असतात, अनुकूल परिस्थिती प्राप्त होतात, ते स्पोर फुटतात, रुजतात आणि त्याच्यापासून नवीन वनस्पती तयार होते. द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ प्लांट बॉडी ऑफ ब्रायोफाइट इज फ्लॅट. आता त्याच्या स्ट्रक्चरबद्दल दिलं आहे. जनरली या ग्रुपमधले वनस्पती कसे असतात, फ्लॅट असतात, चपटे असतात, रेबिनसारखे असतात. त्यांच्या मुळाचा भाग लवकर ओळखता येत नाही. खोड कोणता आहे, पानाचा भाग कोणता आहे हे सहसा ओळखता येत नाही. अशी रिबनसारखी त्याची रचना असते. अँड दे हॅव ऑल्सो स्पेशल कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक लाईक स्टेम लाईक ऑर लीफ लाईक पार्ट. इट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ रायझॉइड. याच्यामध्ये पानासारखा किंवा खोडासारखा दिसणारा एक भाग असतो आणि त्याला एका विशिष्ट नावाने ओळखलं जातं. त्याला रायझॉइड्स असं म्हटलं जातं. आणि या वनस्पतींना कंडक्शनसाठी विशिष्ट असे टिश्यू नसतात. आणि याच्यामध्ये येणारे उदाहरणं आहेत मॉस, फ्युनारिया, मार्केशिया, अँथ्रोसियस आणि रिक्सिया. हे याच्यामध्ये येणारे काही उदाहरणं आहेत. मग परीक्षेला जर प्रश्न आला तर कसा येईल, राईट एनी 4 कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ ब्रायोफायटा. मग त्याचं उत्तर कसं असणार आहे बघा. फर्स्ट पॉईंट असणार आहे धीस प्लांट ग्रो इन अ मॉइस्ट सॉईल अँड ऑल्सो इन वॉटर. सेकंड कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक प्लांट्स हॅव्हिंग थॅलॉइड, मल्टीसेल्युलर अँड ॲटोट्रॉफिक इन नेचर. थर्ड कॅरेक्टरिस्टिकमध्ये लिहायचं आहे दे प्रोड्यूस बाय स्पोर फॉर्मेशन. त्याच्यानंतर पुढच्या कॅरेक्टरिस्टिकमध्ये लिहायचं आहे द बॉडी शेप इज फ्लॅट, रिबन लाईक, लॉंग, विदाउट रूट, स्टेम अँड लीव्स. आणखीन एक भाग लिहायचा आहे पुढचा द स्टेम लाईक रायझॉइड्स आर प्रेझेंट. नेक्स्ट कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक लिहायचं डू नॉट हॅव अ स्पेशल कंडक्टिंग टिश्यू. आणि लास्टली तुम्ही एक्झाम्पल कोणतंही 2 लिहायचं आहे. आणि एक्झाम्पलमध्ये डायग्राम शक्य असेल तर डायग्राम काढायचा आहे. स्टुडंट्स, लेट सी द प्लांट्स ऑफ द ब्रायोफायटा डिव्हिजन. फर्स्ट इज अ फ्युनारिया. It is very important diagram for your exam. Look at the different part present in Funaria. That is rhizoid, root-like structure present in Funaria. Leaf-like parts is present. Stalk and some capsule-shaped structure is present. It is very important diagram for your exam. Look at the second plant, that is Markesia. In that also root-like structure is present, that is rhizoid. Then stalk is present and capsule is also present. Third plant is Anthoceros. It is also having leaf-like part and capsule-like structure. These all plants are reproduced by a spore formation and ribbon-like flat structure present in it. So student, let's discuss about division third, Pteridophyta and their characteristic. Student, after starting the characteristic of division Pteridophyta, let's observe and discuss some point. You may have seen fern among the ornamental plants in garden. Take a leaf of fully grown fern and observe it carefully. This plant include under a division Pteridophyta. So let's start and study about the characteristic of division Pteridophyta. Plants from this group have well-developed roots, stem, leaves, and separate tissue for conduction of food and water. So student, plant present in this group, they are well-developed. Root, stem, leaves are easily distinguished or differentiate, and plant also having separate conduction system of food and water. Second property is, but they do not have bare flowers and fruit. The bud plant does not have a flower and fruit. They reproduce with the help of spore formed along a black or posterior surface of their leaves. Okay, these plants are reproduced with the help of spore formation and they are brown to blackish in color and it is present in a posterior surface of the leaf. Okay, when the favorable condition is present, this spore is dispersed with the help of biotic or abiotic factor and they have produced a new plant. Example present in this criteria, for example, fern like Nephrolepis, Marsillia, Pteris, Aditum, Equisetum, Sargassum, Lycopodium, etc. Okay, these are the examples and generally these all plants are the ornamental plants. These plants reproduce asexually by the spore formation and sexually by zygote formation. They have a well-developed conducting system. Okay student, this plant reproduce asexually by spore formation. Asexually means it is absence of male and female gamete. Okay, only one gamete is present and they produce a new plant. And sexually by zygote produce. Okay, the plant produce both the way, and it having a special conducting system. So students, some use your brain power here. Given one question, what is the similarity between the plant of group Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta irrespective of differences in the body structure? तर बघा आत्तापर्यंत जे 3 ग्रुप आपण अभ्यासले, थॅलोफायटा, ब्रायोफायटा आणि टेरिडोफायटा, त्याच्यामधले सिमिलॅरिटीज एकसारखेपणा काय आहे आणि वेगळंपण काय आहे याची एक यादी करायला सांगितलेली आहे. तर हा क्वेश्चन तुम्ही वहीमध्ये सोडवून ठेवायचा आहे. जसं की आता सिमिलॅरिटीज सांगायचं झालं तर ऑल प्लांट्स आर ग्रो इन अ मॉइस्ट रिजन. ओके, अँड ऑल प्लांट्स आर रिप्रोड्यूस सेक्शुअली ॲज वेल ॲज असेक्शुअली. ठीक आहे, मात्र डिफरन्स काय आहे, प्रत्येकाच्या स्ट्रक्चरमध्ये वेगळेपणा आहे. सो स्टुडंट, लेट्स डिस्कस some more points regarding the Pteridophyta. All these plants reproduce by spore formation. They are called cryptogams as the reproduce organ cannot be seen. So it is known as a hidden gamete. Okay, it is hidden gamete म्हणजे लपलेले असतात, म्हणून त्यांना काय म्हटलं जातं, क्रिप्टोगॅम्स असं म्हटलं जातं. सो स्टुडंट, लेट्स सी द ऑल कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ टेरिडोफायटा अगेन. The plant from this group is well developed. Root, stem, leaves are present. Separate conducting system is present, but they do not bear flower and fruit, and they reproduce by spore formation. Example is a fern, Marshallea, etc. The plant reproduce asexually by spore formation and sexually by the zygote formation. Students, look at this diagram. This diagram is showing plant present in Pteridophyta. Here, sporangia is located in a nephrolepis. Look at this sporangia in sori in a leaflets and how. So students, let's discuss the next characteristic of phanerogams. Students, plants which have special structure for reproduction and produce seeds are called phanerogram. In this plant, after process of reproduction, seeds are formed which contain embryo and store food. During germination of seed, the stored food is used for the initial growth of embryo. Depending upon whether seeds are enclosed in a fruit or not, phanerogram are classified into gymnosperm and angiosperm. So students, look at the characteristic of phanerograms. Okay, plants which have special structure for reproduction and produce seeds are called phanerogram. Means in this group, the plant which having or bearing seed and reproduce sexually, these kind of plants are involved in this group. In this plant, after process of reproduction, seeds are formed. Okay, after reproduction, seeds are formed in this plant. And in this, the seed consists of embryo. Okay, and it store the food. म्हणजे इथं बियांच्यामध्ये अन्न साठवला जातो आणि भ्रूण काय केला जातो, निर्माण करण्याची क्षमता त्याच्यामध्ये असते. आता जर्मिनेशन म्हणजे अंकुरण, बीजांकुरण झाल्यानंतर काय होतं बघा, याच्यामध्ये इट स्टोअर द फूड फॉर द इनिशियल ग्रोथ ऑफ एम्ब्रियो. म्हणजेच बीजांकुरण होऊन वनस्पतीची मुळं आणि इतर अवयव तयार होऊस तोपर्यंत एम्ब्रियोमध्ये असणारा अन्नाचा साठा हा त्या वनस्पतींना पुरवला जातो. डिपेंडिंग अपॉन वेदर सीड्स आर एनक्लोज्ड इन अ फ्रूट ऑर नॉट. ओके, आता ह्याच्यामध्ये सीड्स जे आहेत ते फ्रूटच्या आतमध्ये बंदिस्त आहेत किंवा नाहीत, याच्यावरून परत त्याचं 2 गटामध्ये वर्गीकरण केलं जातं, जसं की जिम्नोस्पर्म आणि अँजिओस्पर्म. ओके, लेट्स डिस्कस द जनरल कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ phanerogram अगेन. Plant which have special structure for reproduction and produce seeds are called phanerogram. In this plant, after process of reproduction, seed are formed which contain embryo and store food. During germination of seed, the stored food is used for initial growth of embryo. Depending upon whether seeds are enclosed in a fruit or not, they are again classified into phanerogram. or gymnosperm or angiosperm. So students, today we have to stop here. Let's discuss the whole point again. Students, we are discuss today division second bryophyta. The characteristic of bryophytes are they are amphibian and they are present in moist soil. They present haloid, multicellular, autotrophic in structure. They are reproduced by spore formation. The body is flat, ribbon-like, long, and two roots are present. Stem-like rhizoids are present. For example, Finaria. After that, we are discuss about division third, Pteridophyta. Characteristic of this, the root, stem, leaves, and separate conducting system is present, but flowers and fruits are absent. They produce by spore formation and it is present posterior surface of the leaves. For example, Nephrolepis, Marshallea, Pteris, etc. These plants reproduce asexually by spore formation and sexually by zygote formation. They have well developed conducting system. After that, we also study about the phanerogams. Characteristic of phanerogams are the plants bears or produce seed is called phanerogram. In this plant, after process of reproduction, seeds are formed which contain embryo and store food. During germination of seed, the store food is used for initial growth of the embryo, and depending upon they are again classified into gymnosperm and angiosperm. So student, in this video we have to stop here. All of you, let's study this whole point again and write into your notebook. Okay, see you in next video with next point. Thank you.